I'm here on Metal Music Meltdown, back with another video. We're here for today, guys, is another album review. Lately, I've been doing a ton of album reviews. As always, almost every week, there seems to be at least 2 or 3 bands that I'm into generally in the past, and I just want to check out the new albums and review. And then on top of that, being sent a ton of stuff from the labels and some bands reaching out to me. It seems like every week I had like 5 or 6 albums to review, so it kept me really busy. And then suddenly in May, it just really stopped. There's no big releases this month really at all from bands that I've been into for years, like nothing really coming out this month. And even from the labels, they've been sending me stuff that's coming out like in June and July, August in the next few months, but nothing really for May. And I just wanted to really kind of dig into an album and check something else out. So I dug a little bit deeper and jumped on Metallum and just kind of saw what was coming out in general for some more underground stuff. And I came across this band, Centaurus, which is the album we'll be reviewing today. The album's called The Regime, and it just dropped on May 16th, 2025. I came across this, like I said, on Metallum, and there's a straight up thrash metal band, so that instantly caught my attention. And not even like crossover or like thrash death, it was just straight thrash. And I clicked on the album cover, as you can see beside me here. Super thrashy album cover, really killer logo, really good artwork, super thrashy looking. And then on top of that, when I saw where they were from, they're from Toronto, my hometown. So okay, this is a no-brainer. This is the one I'm going to check out. And I'm really glad I did. Really good stuff. 9 tracks in total, just under 42 minutes in length. This is their debut full length. They did have one EP launched back in 2021, which had 2 songs that are on this album as well. And but they, like I said, this is their first full length. And really cool stuff, really thrashy riffs. I think the standout on this album is the guitar work. Really good, memorable thrashy riffs, really good melodic leads throughout the entire album, really nicely written. And some really nice, super melodic solos throughout the whole album. Really enjoyed those as well. Really well written solos. I think the guitar work on this in general is the standout. The opening track is just a 42-second kind of introduction, like an instrumental called High Honor. Really cool intro though. It's like really epic sounding. It has this really pounding drums and like this kind of swelling, like really epic sounding music. I really dug the intro on this one. Usually I'm not really a instrumental intro guy, but this one was really well done and really epic sounding. And then goes right into the title track, The Regime, which was 4.5 minutes. Really cool song, again, some really good guitar riffs, and then some soaring melodic leads over the top. Great solo near the end of the song as well. But the vocals in this band are very unique. They're more singing, like more, like the music underneath it is very thrashy and pretty high intensity and high tempo. But then the vocals have a gruff to them, but they're more like singing, like more, give you like kind of that AOR melodic kind of feel, or like a traditional metal kind of feel. Very interesting vocals in this one, very unique. Doesn't really sound like anything else. But the vocals, listening to this whole album, in the back of my head, I'm like, I've heard this voice before, I've heard this before somewhere, and I could not place it until I got to the song number 7 called Injustice is Served. It really reminded me of like Kill 'Em All, Metallica, especially the song Seek and Destroy. If you hear that song, you might hear what I'm like, understand what I'm saying. But yeah, it kind of, at first that's one thing I could really match his voice to. The vocals were really reminiscent of really early Metallica, Kill 'Em All, when James was in that kind of higher register, kind of raspy feel. And but there is another vocal that it reminds me of, but I couldn't put my finger on, and it's still driving me crazy even now. I don't dislike the vocals. I think they're very unique and very different sounding than a lot of bands. But I just can't decide if I love them or they're just okay. Standout tracks for me, the title track was killer. Really good mix of like high intensity riffs and great solos, great guitar work. Vanguard, the song, a couple songs later, was really good as well. Some really good melodic lead work on that one as well. Number 5, The Aftermath, 7.5 minutes. Super melodic song. The first like 3 minutes or so is a very, very slowed down, very melodic, almost like a ballad, and his voice is definitely more clean and crisp and more clearer tone. Really beautiful song, and then towards the middle of the song, it has these bursts of intensity where the drums and kick guitars kind of kick in briefly, and then they kind of slow down again. And then at the very end of the song, there's the last minute is a little bit more intensity and more of a thrashy kind of rhythm. Really good song. And then The Injustice is Served is a song that really reminded me of Seek and Destroy from Metallica. Just the overall vibe of that song and the vocal delivery really reminded me of Seek and Destroy, or at least like Kill 'Em All era Metallica. And then the last song, Dissension, really good melodic song as well. Again, he's doing more of the singing kind of style vocal. Really good epic kind of chorus on this one, sing along. That's one thing I kind of did like about the vocals. When it came to the chorus, it was more of a melodic feel and you could really sing along to it. But overall, really strong album. I'm super happy I checked these guys out. Like I said, from my hometown, if I ever hear they're playing like a small gig around my house, maybe downtown, I'll definitely go check them out to see them live. They sound really good. Great musicianship. I'm not sure how old the guys are. I think it's a trio. But standout tracks, I would say the title track, The Regime, The Aftermath was a really cool song, really beautiful, kind of stripped down song with different layers. And then the last song, Dissension, was really good. Injustice is Served was really cool too. Very early Metallica, like I said. Production's really good on this one for like an independent release. It's not on a label, which is the one thing I hate about discovering these like really underground kind of independent bands is they normally don't release like the albums on CD. So I can't buy a physical copy of it, which is kind of annoying. I understand like it costs money to print even like 100 CDs or whatever, but it's just kind of annoying because when you're a fan of the music, you just want to buy the physical copy. You can buy digitally, but I'm not really a guy who buys digital music. It just makes sense to me to spend $7 or $8, $10, whatever dollars on buying a digital copy when I can just stream it online for free. What's the difference? You know what I mean? Like I'm getting the streaming quality either from the band's Bandcamp page or I can just listen to it on YouTube for free. I understand it's supporting the band. Like I'm not stupid. Like I understand that's the main thing, but I'd rather just, in that case, I'd rather just buy a t-shirt, which is kind of what I did with the band Fracture. A perfect example. I fucking love that band. Shout out Pete again for bringing them to my attention. Number 2 on my list last year for all time, year-end list. And I couldn't buy their album on CD, still can't to this day. I'm really hoping they eventually release it on a CD format. I've been dying for that guy to announce he's putting it on CD. But I did buy a t-shirt from them because I love the band that much. But I'm really hoping these guys at some point make the CD available as well. But let me know what you think of the album, guys. Definitely check it out. Well worth a listen. For a score, I'm gonna give it a solid 8.5 out of 10. Really good stuff. Really good guitar work, pounding drums. Vocals are definitely unique, but really good choruses and good melodic parts. Really dug this album. I'm really happy I checked it out. So thanks for watching, guys, and keep it metal.